Hello friends, in this video I will be talking about the asset management industry. Now, the asset management industry is nothing but all your investment management firms combined. All over the world, there are so many mutual funds, so many portfolio management firms, so many investment management firms, so many money management firms. ये सब का characteristics क्या होता है that we are going to study. In front of you is a broad flowchart of types of asset management companies or firms which manage clients' investments. So let's study types of asset management companies or firms which manage clients' investments. Basically ये जो AMC होता है asset management company, these will be managing your clients' money. So there are broadly 5 bases to classify these types of AMCs. First one is buy-side AMCs, buy-side asset managers, and the next one is sell-side asset managers. Understand what do you mean by buy-side and sell-side? If there is any company, let's say Reliance Jio का अगर IPO आ रहा है, and then there are your clients who want to actually invest. Now, Reliance Jio के जो shares issue हुए हैं market में, the responsibility of selling those shares will be of investment bankers, which is usually known as a sell-side asset manager. Similarly, अब ये clients को अगर पैसा डालना है तो that will be through a buy side, or I can say an investment manager who wants to buy these shares for you. So sell side मतलब जो shares को बिकवाएगा, buy side मतलब जो actually shares को buy करेगा. So buy side will include independent managers who want to buy shares for their clients and larger financial service companies. So it can be an independent manager or it can be a good financial company which is actually managing the client's money. Sell side में क्या आएगा? So the people who want to sell those shares to the clients. तो उसमें आएगा mainly investment bankers and broker dealers. Investment bankers का काम ही ये होता है shares बिकवाना. Similarly, broker dealers want to make a small profit out of it, being a middleman. Then the third category is based on type of service. So ये जो asset management companies होती है, they don't just provide one service, they will provide multiple services. So the first category is full service firm. Full service firm will provide all the services like research service, portfolio management service, trading service, brokerage service, etc. etc. Next है specialist firms. Specialist firm मतलब specialist only for trading, specialist only for portfolio management, specialist only for research. ऐसा एक एक कैटेगराइज हो जाएगा and there will be specialization. और मल्टी बुटीक फर्म्स. मल्टी बुटीक बेसिकली ये जो स्पेशलिस्ट में था उसका 2 या 3 कैटेगरी कंबाइंड होगा. सो बेसिकली ट्रेडिंग के साथ रिसर्च भी देते होंगे या पोर्टफोलियो मैनेजमेंट के साथ ट्रेडिंग भी देते होंगे, एक्सेट्रा एक्सेट्रा. Fourth category is based on type of investments. So it can be traditional investment managers or alternative investment managers. Traditional में क्या आता है? तो fixed income securities like bonds, debentures, etc. and your normal equity stocks. Alternative में क्या आता है? Private equity, real estate, commodities, hedge funds, etc. etc. And the last is based on style. तो उसमें active managers आता है और passive managers आता है. Active managers and passive managers you are very well aware of by now. Active का मतलब है these will try to profit and they will trade more frequently. Passive में क्या है? आज ले लो कोई stock and भूल जाओ, buy and sleep. But while active, you will buy, you will sell, you will buy, you will sell continuously to make profit. Next, the market share for passive management has been growing over time. Currently, it is approximately 20% of the total investments. मतलब पूरा asset management industry में let's assume $100 billion का अगर ये industry है तो इसमें से approximately 20 goes for passive management and 80 goes for active management. The growth is due to 2 reasons. why would anyone prefer passive management? So for two reasons. First, lower fees charged by passive managers. See, active managers को बहुत काम होता है, like selecting the right stock, when to buy, when to sell, etc etc. Passive में क्या है, आज buy कर लो और फिर भूल जाओ. So lower fees will be charged by passive managers. And second, active managers tend to be less efficient at times when it comes to risk adjusted returns calculations. Meaning, ये जो पैसिव वाले हैं, पैसिव में फीस कम है, रिटर्न्स यू कैन नॉट प्रिडिक्ट रियली, बट एक्टिव में क्या हो रहा है, फीस ज़्यादा है एंड मैनेजर का एफिशिएंसी जो है वो कम हो गया है. What do you mean by managers less efficiency? Basically, the manager is not well capable enough of actually giving you such profits. अब active management में you need alpha. Alpha is basically excess return. अब ये excess return अगर नहीं आया, if you're taking that risk and if you're not getting that return, so that manager is less efficient. So that is one more disadvantage of active management, and that is why people would prefer passive management. Last point. Asset managers have been using data analytics techniques and providing robo-advisory services. ये robo-advisory और data analytics क्या होता है? For that, refer fintech chapter of portfolio management, but I'll give you a glimpse. Robo-advisor ये होता है that it is a computer. It will ask you some questions like what is your expected return over 1 year का period? What is your expected risk? कितना आपको loss आप सह सकते हो? How much is your risk tolerance? And it will ask a lot of questions. If you want to invest in domestic equity or bonds or international stocks, etc., etc. Based on your response, that computer will give you an advice कि you should put your money in this kind of an instrument. These are robo advisors. तो ये भी use होता है आजकल. The amount of data collected over these years can be analyzed and investors can be served better. For the youth especially, robo-advisors are playing an important role. You can refer the fintech chapter for it. अब ये जो data analytics होता है, basically there is so much data available in the market. For example, अगर एक बड़ा से बड़ा ब्रोकर है, लेट्स कंसिडर ज़ीरोधा. नाउ ज़ीरोधा नोज कि उसके जो यूज़र्स हैं उसके अकाउंट में कितना पैसा आइडल होता है एवरेज पे पर मंथ. नाउ ऑन एन एवरेज इफ से वन यूज़र हैज़ से 10,000 रुपीज़ आइडल इन हिज अकाउंट. आइडल मीनिंग उसने स्टॉक्स बाय नहीं किया होगा, 10,000 कैश पड़ा है. देन ज़ीरोधा कैन लॉन्च अ न्यू प्रोडक्ट विच इज़ ओवरनाइट और आई कैन से अ लिक्विड फंड. ओवरनाइट या लिक्विड फंड क्या होता है, तो दे विल यूज़ योर मनी for say 10 to 15 days and pay you a normal percentage of interest, so that your money which is lying idle will also fetch some interest, and Zerodha can also use that money for its own benefit. तो ये data जो है वो use करके अलग अलग products वगैरह market में आता है. So even this is a part of your asset management industry. Thank you guys for watching this video.